Hello, my friends. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and happiness coach, here with an April energy report and weekly guidance. Today is a holiday for many of you, so I know I might not get too many of you on live with me, but hopefully you're all catching the replay. We are going to do 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. These are cards that I've created. All 3 of the decks I'm going to show you are decks, guidance decks that I've created to help you feel more supported and tuned into your inner guidance. So we're going to start with this deck, what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. Then we will go into our Blessing to Remember card from my Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards. Oops, upside down. And last but not least, we will pick a Challenge to Embrace card from my Love is Everywhere Hearts in Nature deck. Okay, it's strange, nobody's on yet, but I know you guys are watching the replay, and so that's weird to me. But right now I feel like it's just me talking to a wall, which is unusual, but I wasn't sure. It's dinner time and it's a holiday, so I'm like, I don't know how many people are going to be able to watch the live, and that is okay, because you will still get the message no matter what time you're watching this. It will be divine timing for you. So I'm going to start shuffling, and we're going to talk a little bit about April's energies, which I did bring up in last week's live stream, because technically we started that shift into April's energies last weekend. We started to shift on the 28th. So you hear me shuffling. Oh, by the way, I'm modeling one of the new jewelry pieces that came in. I did a live stream yesterday featuring the new pieces that came in for my shop. I have not yet listed those new pieces. I had a 20-piece order, and there was only about 5 pieces left that weren't already pre-sold from my Blissful Knowing VIPs group. If you're not in that group and you like crystals and you like jewelry, definitely check it out. I will link the group below. Hi, Doran. Yay, you're the first one here. It's just me talking to me until you came along. Thank you for being here. Anyway, so I have a group called the Blissful Knowing VIPs, where I will show the jewelry pieces that are coming soon. And so everybody in the Blissful Knowing VIPs gets first dibs on those jewelry pieces. They get to pre-reserve those pieces before the public sees them, and long before they ever make it into my shop. So most of those pieces sold. I was doing a jewelry order for Mother's Day and for graduation, and I will have to now place a second order and try to get some pieces in time for Mother's Day. I'm going to work on that. But I am modeling the Labradorite Goddess pendant, which is one of my absolute favorite settings. I get quite a few pieces in this setting. I find it very flattering and very elegant and feminine. So I'm wearing that for all to see. And I will link the live stream that I did yesterday that features the new jewelry pieces in the comments below, so that you can, yay, Doran, so that you can see the pieces close up. And like I said, I don't have them listed in my shop yet because it takes a little bit for me to do that. But you can message me directly if there's a piece that you see that you like. My pieces usually are priced around $68. I would say that they range between $65 and $75, unless they're a very unique special piece. Then they'll go up more into the 80s and sometimes into the 100s. But the ones that I have left are in the $60 and $70 range. So if you see something you like, that's about the price range that we are talking about. I got 4 cards, but we might have 5. Shane, oh my gosh, you made it. That's so freaking awesome. I didn't think you would. Hold on, let's see if I'm using my pendulum to confirm these cards. What we have, what we want, what we need. What we need, what we get. Okay. Now I saw the color of one, and I think it was one we got last week, but that's okay. Whatever the guidance, whatever guidance wants to come through, I have to trust that. I always like to have variety, but it's not up to me ever, 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 ever. Anyway, so we're going to talk a bit about April's energies. Now, this shift we had, usually I make a post saying, hey, can you all feel the shift in energy? This shift was more subtle than the one before. Why? Because last month we had 8 energy, which is a very productive energy. And this month we're shifting into 4. We shifted into 4, which is also a very productive energy. So the difference between the March's 8 and April's 4, talking numerologically speaking here, is 8 is more of a long-term strategic focused number. So it's more about its finances and it's planning things long-term. It's taking control of your life. It's goal setting. And I did mention last week, I took control of my life by signing up for Weight Watchers again, and I'm down a pound this week. Yay. Only 7 more to go. And so this 4 energy that we moved into for April, and there's also 9, which I'll get to in a minute. 4 energy is more about, it's a taskmaster energy. It's more about your to-do list. It's also about building foundations for the future. So gardening is something that comes up for 4. Definitely working with the earth. It's a very grounded energy. So you may be feeling inspired to start planting, but that to-do list energy, it's not long-term strategic as much as it is, I have things I need to do today, nose to the grindstone, things I have to do now. So I've noticed a difference where as soon as I get an order, I'll pack it up and ship it out. I won't wait for it. We're in a universal year of 5, 2021 adds up to 5, which can have some procrastination. But when this 4 kicked in, it was like, nope. It's like, what do you have to do? Get it done, check it off your list. So we've also got 9 energy, and that's finishing things up. So this is a great combination to really, really finish up the things that are on your to-do list, especially those things that have been on your list for a while. I've still got tax things I need to take care of and other things I need to take care of that are important. 4 is about important things like insurance, and again, foundation, safety, security, health. Beautiful combination, as I mentioned last week, before a 9, for eating healthier. Why? Because 9 asks you to let go of things that don't serve you anymore. And 4 is very good at sticking to a routine, especially regarding health. So excellent time to do a little diet if you were like me and gained a little bit over the winter. Excellent time to stay focused for that. This whole year, we're in 5 energy, which loves food. Trust me, I know way too well because I am a 5 life path. So this 4 can keep us in line. It's just better at not breaking the rules. 5 is impulsive. 5 wants to indulge, but 4 is like, no, reel it in. Reel it in. There is some Karen energy. I'm sorry, no offense to any Karens watching. Actually, the name Karen adds up to 4. So it's kind of funny because 4 is about the rules and management. And so I feel bad for all Karens, but it does make sense that that energy got associated with the name Karen because Karen's the numerology of the name Karen with a K adds up to 4, which I thought was pretty funny. So 4 and 9. 4 is foundations, building a foundation for the future, safety and security, health, to-do list, management, getting your hands dirty in the garden, handyman energy, getting things fixed up around the house. It's more of a masculine energy. I had a friend who's a 4 life path, and she was so good about hanging the curtains right away. She'd come over, she's like, what needs to get done? She's like, let's do this, let's hang. She would have had that artwork hung up instantly, that one that was down here for so many years. She was like, come on, let's bang it out. So that's the 4 energy. The 9 is the energy of the humanitarian. So it is compassionate. It's about brotherhood. It's about oneness, selfless service. It's a creative number. It's empathetic, and it's very enlightened. It will give you a bigger picture perspective, which is very lovely. It's always great. Spiritually, this is an excellent time, as I mentioned last week, to do the emotional closet cleaning session that I offer. Because 9 and 4, the emotional closet cleaning will help you to clear out any emotional baggage that you've been holding on to. 9 and 4 being the ultimate energy for cleaning out physical, emotional, anything, cleaning it out and letting it go. Also 4 is family of origin. So getting to the root of it, gutting it out, uprooting, just like in the garden, and clearing it out. And I've talked many times about how we have beliefs that we picked up in childhood we don't realize we have. We have beliefs and programming that we picked up in society that we don't realize, like worthiness issues, insecurities, things like that we've picked up. And I said last week, it's as if we're carrying a backpack of bricks. Each false belief is weighing us down. And so with the emotional closet cleaning, we are removing those bricks one by one, and it's similar to pulling out that invasive species that has taken root in your garden. Because when you have an invasive species in your garden, it takes over and it can suck all the nutrients out of that soil so that you can't plant any new seeds that can really sprout. So it's gutting all of that out. And when you have false beliefs in your life, that is just like having an invasive species in your life that's echoing negative experiences into your life. So you definitely want to clear that out, because your beliefs are the skeleton of your reality. So we want to work on removing the beliefs that are not serving you, the beliefs that are out of alignment with your preferred reality. Hi, Gail. Yay. Awesome. We want to do that. And what I love so much about the emotional closet cleaning session is that it brings people into such a high frequency. It's literally raises your vibration incrementally. And by the time we're done, some of these clients feel lighter than they've ever felt before. And then they can use that technique all the time, anytime, whenever they need it. I use it often. I used it last night. It's really changed my whole life. So very wonderful session. If you've never worked with me before and you want to do an emotional closet cleaning session, you will want to book a minimum of a 30-minute intuitive session first, so I can assess all of the things that you need to let go of before we start doing that process. Okay, Liz, good to see you. Oh my God. So we have our 4 cards. I think I covered everything about the 4-9 energies that I wanted to say. Hopefully I'll be able to do a written post about it with more detail. I've just been so busy. We had the overlap energies this last week. We're overlapping March's 8 with April's 4, and my goodness, talk about busy. I still have emails I haven't responded to and sessions I have yet to book. So Kathy, if you're watching, I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you to book the session yet. It's been crazy, but I know that you're super busy too. I want to quickly, before I flip my cards, give a shout out to Anne. Anne, thank you so much for the Reiki this morning. I was up all night, you guys, and I messaged my friend and client Anne, who is also a Reiki practitioner like myself. And I'm laughing, Liz. And I asked her if she could send me some Reiki. So I have only gotten sleep from 7 this morning to 11 this morning. That was my sleep. And thanks to Anne for Reiki, which always brings incredible sleep. In fact, I did a Reiki healing session, long distance remote healing energy session a couple weeks ago for a client. And she said, I normally only sleep 4 to 5 hours. And 10 minutes after the session, I passed out for 11 hours straight. And I was like, Reiki's so awesome. I love this kind of feedback. So thank goodness for Reiki, or I wouldn't be here right now. And I definitely didn't want to miss an opportunity to tell you about April's energies. Okay, here we go, guys. We are ready for what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. Hi, Stephanie. What we have. Ooh, create a connection. Ooh, that's yummy. I love that one. Create a connection. Now, we're in this night energy of brotherhood. So it really is a people energy. Create a connection. Life has been working behind the scenes to find the perfect person to assist you in manifesting your desires. Follow your intuition and reach out to the first individual that comes into your mind. This person can offer you knowledge, growth, and the ability to help you get to where you want to go. So I realized that I read that funny, so let me read that again. This person can offer you knowledge, growth, and the ability to get you to where you want to go. So create a connection is what we have. Yay, Shane. This means we've probably already created the connection, so think of who that might be. Maybe it's me, who knows? Create a connection. I want to welcome everybody who's new to my Humor Me group, who's watching. We've created a connection there with lots of new members who have been enjoying all of the uplifting, humorous posts. So thank you for being part of the group. Create a connection is what we have. Let's get set up. Can you tell I'm sleepy? And my throat is crazy. I had sessions all day the other day. I've done some late night sessions this week. My throat is really like, that's enough talking. Ooh, awesome, Shane. Okay, so what we want is our next card. Ooh, we keep getting this card. You are supported. We want support, but we also want to remember that we're supported, and we also want to see evidence of that universal support. Hi, Aquila. You are supported. This is what we want. We want to see the evidence of the support that is always there, always, and in all ways. Sometimes we feel as if we are alone, but that is never the case. Each and every one of us has a team of non-physical support that's sole purpose is to assist us on our paths. Ask for help and it will always be given. Trust in your angels and guides. They can see the direction that's best for you, and they will do everything in their power to get you there. Yay! You are supported. Now, I want to remind you, I need a little pom-pom shake for that one. We want support, but we have support. We are always in all ways supported. We can create the experience of feeling unsupported, but we are still supported. So because this is saying what we want, it's not necessarily that we want support because we have support. It's that we want to see evidence of the support and we want to remember how supported we are. We want to create that connection with our non-physical team that leads us in life subtly through intuitive whispers and synchronicities and gut feelings and inner guidance. And that's why these cards are so great to work with, because they will help you to hear that inner guidance more clearly because you're reading it on the card. Not everybody's tuned in enough to always get the specifics, and the cards can help you to get the specifics for the guidance that your higher self and your guides are trying to share with you. So what we need is our next card. Oh my gosh, I just said specifics. Let go of the specifics. Oh, I love this for what we need. This is fabulous. We haven't had this card in a long time, so you know me, I like to switch it up. I like to see something new so I don't get repetitive boredom. Even though you guys might not be bored, I'm way too familiar with this deck. So I like to see some cards pop up that I haven't talked about in a while. Keeps it fresh for me. So what we need is to let go of the specifics. I love this. Take a drink before I read all this text. I absolutely love this for our advice card of what we need. When you hold too tightly to an idea of what needs to happen, along with how and when it needs to happen, you block life's ability to bring you something even better. Rather than attaching yourself to the specifics of what you want, focus on the way you think you'll feel when it arrives. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel? And then reach for that feeling in your heart and mind. This more general approach creates an open invitation for the essence of your desires to appear in your life. The essence of your desires. Not necessarily your specific desires, the essence of your desires. Why? Because the universe knows what's best for you. It knows what's going to fulfill you. And sometimes the things we think we want are not going to fulfill us. But the things we need, we will have those, and those are the things that will fulfill us. So we want to want what we need, but we also want to focus on the feeling. What is it that we want to feel? Go general and let the universe fill in the details. So let go of the specifics. Do not attach to outcomes, or you can block the universe's ability to bring you something even better. Love that. Focus on the feeling. I don't see any comments, but I think you're all there just silently listening. You know how I get when I don't see any action. All right. Last card from this deck, what we get. There it is. I knew it. I saw the blue and I only have one card this color in this deck. I knew it was this card. Find some downtime. We had this last week for what we get. So 2 weeks in a row, we're being invited to find some downtime. Thank you, Aquila. This is 100% what I needed to see for what we get, because I am sleep deprived and I've had a crazy busy week, and I do have less on the schedule this weekend. So hallelujah, because I need to catch up on sleep and just have some non-work time, which I really haven't had in a while. Find some downtime is what we get. I always love to see that we get something like this. We get relaxation. Really? We get to punch the clock and we get a break. We deserve it. You deserve a break today. Find some downtime. Hi, Pam. Great to see you. You've been expending a lot of physical and or mental energy, and it's time to give yourself a break. Find something relaxing to do or simply just be. There are great benefits to resting, including clear focus and renewed energy. Take the pressure off and allow yourself to do whatever it is that feels good to you. Know that you deserve this. It is essential to your well-being. Yes, downtime is essential to our well-being. We have to stay balanced. We don't want to be running on fumes, which I'm getting really close to doing today. But that 8 energy we had for March was so pressury, and this is saying take the pressure off. So we're out of that, but now we're in this to-do list energy, which really wants to get things done. Boy, I got all these flowers planted, and now I've got them coming on Monday to pick up some donations. That's another part of the 9 energy, to donate to when you're letting go of things that you don't need. So I want to go through my closet and get more things to donate for their pickup on Monday. But Sunday, we do have double 4 energy, which is really good for cleaning and organizing. Tomorrow, Saturday, is a double 3, and that is relaxing and hanging out in the hammock. So Saturday is a good day to relax if you can. Sunday, you're going to feel probably more inspired to focus on getting some things done. So I will be doing my best to take Saturday off and push all of the to-do list things to Sunday. I forgot to tell you, speaking of that, before we flip our last 2 cards, April is a special month this year. I call it a compounded month, numerologically speaking, because normally we'll have 2 energies. I focus on 2 energies of the day, and with April, we're going to have the same energy. So we have a 1-1. April 1st was a 1-1 day. Like I said, tomorrow is going to be a 3-3 day. And then Sunday is going to be 4-4, Monday 5-5. So if you're one of those people who is intrigued by numerology and starting to pay attention to some of the different aspects of the different numbers and really being able to feel into that, you will be able to tap in even more clearly to the distinctions between the energies this month. Because again, you've got one strong frequency, one strong energy coming at you instead of a balance between 2. So that means there's going to be days that are more productive and days that are more about relaxing. So it is good to know, if you're into the numerology, it is good to know what day it is so that you can maximize. For instance, the April 8th, I think it's a Thursday, is an 8-8 day. That's going to be a super awesome day to get things done. But April 7th on Wednesday, double 7, is going to be a day when you're going to have maybe the tendency to want to be more still and quiet and rejuvenate. So Monday, double 5, I'm afraid of how my diet's going to go because 5s usually feel pretty indulgent. We'll see. All right, so blessing to remember from the Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards. Wow. We haven't had this card in, I don't even remember. Ignite. Wow. Ignite. Now, this is the card of inspired action. And it's kind of ironic because it looked like flames to me, the flames of passion, but it's actually called an ice plant. So it's like fire and ice. Anyway, oh my God, cracking me up, Shane. So the blessing to remember is ignite. You're going to have inspired action, and you can use that inspired action to lead you in the direction of your desires. I always say inspiration versus desperation. Only follow the inspiration. Don't act out of desperation. So we have a built-in inner guidance system that gives us that feeling, that fire in our belly feeling of, ooh, I have to do this. There's momentum here. I need to do this. So pay attention to the things that have momentum and do those, especially if you've got that to-do list energy. Do the ones that have the most momentum. If you feel, hopefully they're the ones that are most important and priority on your deadline list. But let the momentum inspire you to take action and ignite you to take action in the direction of those things. So our blessing to remember is that we automatically have a fire in our belly when there's something that we're supposed to do. We will have the energy for it, and we need to pay attention to the things that feel like inspiration, not desperation. Now today, being very sleep deprived, if I was too tired to come on, that would have been me acting out of desperation. But I did feel that fire, that passion, that excitement to come on and talk to you guys. So I knew that it was supposed to happen today. I was inspired. I didn't do it out of desperation, and I wasn't so fatigued that I couldn't come on. So that was an example of letting the energy, the momentum, the passion ignite me, and I took action in that direction. Okay, challenge to embrace is our last card. We're running out of room on my display. Oh, journey. We haven't had that in a long time. This is a really hard image to see. There's a tiny little heart. Let me see if I can get the better version. It's a bougainvillea. Oh, there it is, which is one of my absolute favorites flowers. But there's a tiny little heart there. It's hard to see because the lighting is not great. And I said I didn't want to edit these photos too much at all, actually, from the original, because I wanted to preserve the energy that they brought and not change nature's energy. But if you have this deck, you'll be able to see that heart much more clearly. It's right there. Anyway, journey. So this is a bougainvillea, and it's climbing up this pole in a spiral fashion. It's like a vine spiraling up. And that is the way that the universe works as far as our lives. We are moving in a spiral. We don't move in a straight line. We are constantly evolving upward and expanding outward. We're evolving and expanding higher and higher and higher. And so maybe you're familiar with the Fibonacci, Fibonacci ratio. My brain's too tired. And you've seen the spirals in nature and how nature moves. Challenge to embrace journey is saying, take one step at a time, live in the now, and take one step at a time, climbing up that spiral staircase of life. Let life unfold. Trust the process. You don't have to get ahead of yourself. You don't have to worry about, am I on my path? You are the path, and you can't get off yourself. So hey, you're already on the path. You always will be. Trust in the journey. Let go of the specifics and know that you're supported on this journey, and that the universe has been conspiring in your favor, working behind the scenes to create a connection with someone that you resonate with, who can support you even more on your path to get you to the place where you're feeling the way that you want to feel. So let that ignite you, that connection. Let that ignite you towards your desires. Journey is our challenge to embrace. So I'm thinking, well, if sleep is on my journey, let's hope. If a day off is on my path, I'll be so thrilled, but find some downtime's what we get. So it's looking pretty good. I'm probably going to change my house vibration, which I've talked about before. I have a house vibration chart where you can change your house energy in seconds easily to up to 8 different energies. So I'm probably going to change my house energy to a 1, which is the energy of self-care. And I think that's going to help me to focus more on myself instead of constantly worrying about work and emails and clients. That's probably on the agenda tonight. Anyway, my friends, if you're interested in booking a private session with me, we look at your numerology. I channel guidance for you. Sometimes we use the cards. That is available on theblissfulknowing.com under intuitive sessions. I've got the new jewelry pieces. I will link the live stream. It's just a short live stream. I will link that below. I also was showing off my pyramids, my orgone pyramids in the sunlight. These help to mitigate harmful electromagnetic frequencies from the radiation from the electronic pollution around you. So you'll get to see a much clearer view of my pyramids because they just don't show up well in this lighting, but they look good outside. So I took them outside yesterday. And if I ever do get to a written post on April's energies, I will link that below too. So come join the Blissful Knowing VIPs for sneak peeks, exclusive discounts, advance notice of new products, and all kinds of fun things. I will link that below, and I will link my website, theblissfulknowing.com, below, so you can check out all of my products and services. The jewelry, again, there are some jewelry that's on sale right now on the site. These pieces are not yet listed. But if you see one in the live stream that I'm going to link below and you like it, chances are it's between $60 and $70, maybe $75. You can just let me know and I can send you an invoice for one of those pieces. But I'm ordering new pieces, so you definitely want to be in the Blissful Knowing VIPs to see those new pieces as they come in for Mother's Day and graduation, so that you can have first dibs, because they're one-of-a-kind pieces. So it's always really fun to see people feel drawn to a certain piece and feel connected and say, that one spoke to me, that one's for me, because they all have individual healing properties. Every crystal has its own healing properties that can bring you back into balance vibrationally. So it's really, really cool. People are getting exactly what they need. All right, good to see you guys. Please do say hi if you're watching the replay. I love to hear from you. It's so fun for me to see who's watching. I hope to be back next week. I don't know, find some downtime, you never know. It might not be, but I hope to be back next week. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you can find some downtime. And don't forget to let go of those specifics and focus on how you want to feel. Trust that you're supported, because you are. Talk to you soon. Bye, friends.